Sometimes you have to push yourself. Sometimes you have to give rest to yourself. That's why wisdom comes in. When you should act, in which way, whether to move forward or whether to stay backward, whether to open your mouth or whether to keep silent, whether to push yourself or give yourself sufficient rest. These are wisdom part.
Vidya ma'am, let me replay the video again as I lost the connection in between. Can I do that?
Yeah, please go. And shall we do the meditation first, Vladimir?
Yeah, we will be doing the meditation first, madam, because after that only the class will start. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Sometimes you have to push yourself. Sometimes you have to give rest to yourself. That's why wisdom comes in. When you should act, in which way, whether to move forward or whether to stay backward, whether to open your mouth or whether to keep silent, whether to push yourself or give yourself sufficient rest. These are wisdom part. Wise people always know what to do, what not to do. If you are not wise, you don't know what to do, what not to do. You are in confusion. Wise people are never in confusion. They specifically exactly know what to do, what not to do in a given situation. Whether to put their forward step or whether to take a backward step. So, it depends upon the situation. Given the situation, there is always one right thing to do. So, in that given situation, you must be able to find out the right thing to do. That is wisdom, very wise person.
Good evening and great morning to all the friends from the West. So on behalf of Buddha Siva Quantum Foundation, I welcome all of you for today's Saturday Masterclass. And we are very pleased and happy to have Kiran sir with us for today's session. I extend a very warm welcome to you, Kiranji. And today he is going to talk about the topic coming alive. So before going into the session, we actually first do our meditation. The meditation, what we do is breath mindfulness meditation. So sit comfortably. Remove your specs if you are wearing. Close your eyes. Clasp your hands, that is fingers into fingers, and place it on your lap. Cross your legs and absorb your normal, gentle, soft breath. And you will be having the music with Chandra's guidance. Okay, sir, first we will do the meditation, then we move to the session.
Ma'am, can I start playing the music?
Yeah, yes, Lavin, you can play. Right.
Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, keep your hands on your chest area and resting your attention on your beautiful heart. With a slow, long, relaxing breath, connect with your heart center. Feel it, dear friends. No tears. The beat, the rhythm of your heart. Your inner knowingness. Feel the center of all emotions, nurturing all life with its higher vibrations of love, compassion, gratitude. Can you recollect an experience from your past? Or simply go into an experience of higher emotion? Imagine that you are experiencing great, beautiful nature. You're trekking into mountains. You're helping people in need. Relive that moment and feel that energy. And allow yourself to direct that energy
or to everyone and everything on this planet to help them heal. Where your attention goes, there your energy flows. Relive that moment and feel that energy and spread that energy to everyone, to everything, or to those who are in need. The more you experience love, compassion, deep joy, the more coherent you become, the more connected you become. You and slowly let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. are going into powerful group meditation. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. With your attention at the root of your nose, when you observe your breath, your mind becomes less and less of thought. As your mind is becoming empty, allow yourself to experience the deeper calmness inside of you, all around you. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience emptiness, blackness. Where there's no body, where there's no thing. All emptiness is energy. The quantum field of infinite possibilities. The field of wholeness, the field of oneness. The longer you stay aware of this emptiness, this energy, the more you become of it, the more you receive from it. stay aware of the emptiness, that calmness, this field of energy, the field of creation. The more you are with it, with this emptiness, the more you tune in. The miraculous possibilities. The more expansive you become. If you find yourself distracted in thought, go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to go into that emptiness. This is your divine self, your greater mind. The more you are with it, the more whole you become, the more empowered you become. Friend, can you express gratitude to all things and everyone? Express gratitude to your parents for giving this beautiful connection to life. Be grateful to your teachers and mentors for expanding your knowledge and wisdom. Give thanks to everyone in your life, your family, friends, colleagues, relatives, partners, for helping you learn and experience many things. Be grateful to this grand nature, the fish, the bird, the animal, the planet, stars, sun, moon, Mother Earth, for all the energy, beauty, mystery, and more in our life. For gratitude to everything you use, the system, the company, the governments, the technology that supports our life in many, many ways. Gratitude to yourself for caring for you, for caring for others, and to this intelligent universe for helping us experience this life. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What have you seen? And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, and then you may open your eyes.
Welcome back, all of you, dear friends. Hope you all enjoyed the meditation today. And now let us move into our master class. So I welcome once again all of you and also Kiranji for today's session. So we are very familiar with Kiranji because we have seen him in 40 days program, then the technical host, then the book facilitator. So he plays various roles in the Buddha Sivo programs. Today we are fortunate to be in the masterclass of us and going to learn more from him. So the topic today is coming alive. So before we listen to him, a brief introduction about Kiranji. Kiran Chalivendra, a seasoned software professional and entrepreneur originally from Andhra Pradesh, India, has established himself in Albany, working for the state of New York for past 15 years. His journey to the United States followed significant experience with various multinational corporations in India, driven by a desire to advance his career. The transformative power of meditation has played a pivotal role in Kiran's life, promoting a profound internal and external change. Enrolling in Buddha CEO programs proved to be a turning point, catalyzing a comprehensive 360-degree transformation in the face of challenging times, such as the loss of previous company and facing near bankruptcy. meditation emerged as a source of calmness and resilience. This practice not only aided Kiran in maintaining composure during the turbulent periods, but also instigated a genuine shift in perspective. From embracing a materialistic worldview, he transitioned to a more spiritual outlook. Meditation has not only made him more compassionate towards others, but has also cultivated better qualities, making a true and positive change in his life. I think today's topic, coming alive, I think I understood the topic in this way because in our day-to-day routine, see, everything has become so monotonous and in a robotic way. Morning we get up, go do the regular work and come back. So in this course, we totally lost in touch with the cheer and the pleasure of day-to-day living. So becoming alive means vibrant, energetic, enthusiastic, active, and whatnot, and lively thing. All these things are how to get these things back in our life. Maybe following the meditation, that is a regular meditation and walking the spiritual path. That's what I understood this topic. But we are keenly listen from Kiranji what the topic exactly is. Over to you, Kiranji.
Thank you, Vijay, madam. It's wonderful to hear you. And thank you, dear friends and masters. Thank you for taking time and joining. Everyone's busy in their day-to-day physical life, and today, Saturday or Sunday, for you guys, where you live. Thank you for taking time and joining. Deeply express my gratitude to Brahmarshi Dhamma Patriji, Chandra sir, Buddha CEO, and everyone present here as well. It was a truly transformative journey for me, adapting to breath mindfulness meditation and what we teach here at the Buddha CEO. We are in this Zen program, the journey towards our inner mastery, and this topic of coming alive is, I believe, the right time to talk about it. As Patriji always says, the purpose of each and every person on this earth is to enjoy, entertain, and enlighten. Like 3 E's, like we are enjoying and we are living a fullest life. We are entertaining by listening and learning new things. And in this process, we are getting enlightened. So the path itself is very necessary to be joyous than the destination. Ultimately, we are going to get there. And in this path, we need to transform ourselves. And we need to enjoy, we need to have that joy in looking inside ourselves. And what meditation and swadhyaya and sharing the core concept, core principles in Buddha CEO did that to me. It took me from a stressful life to more joyous life. My mindset changed. I'm now looking for growth. I have this attitude. My shift changed, my perspective changed from looking everything as like, why this problem has come to me? Can I deal with this problem? Am I able to do this problem? Rather than accepting challenges, I can do it. And my attitude changed from blaming anything or anyone rather than taking ownership. It's your experience for which you came into this life. And that's why you are getting that experience. Take the ownership of that experience for which you have planned. Your soul plan has been established by you before taking this physical form, and why you came here. And once you take that ownership, everything perspective changes. We move into abundance. There are unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. We hear it every day. And truly our heart is open now, and it's more compassionate. We listen to others. And once we open our heart to unlimited possibilities, it's a pure love that leads your life. That's my transformative journey, dear friends, in a nutshell, with meditation, with Swadhyaya. I was stuck in this situation in my life, and I came out of it. And I'm pretty sure each one of you have the same life force. This is the key word, dear friends, the prana shakti within you. It's all that is, and it's the same life force that is present in each one of us. And if you identify that life force, if you identify that life force within you, that is existing within you, then you can transform, and you will transform yourself. So we are in this beautiful Zen program, and every program there is learning for me. And every program, every time I read any book, if I keep reading the book, same book multiple times, it's not the same book that you're reading, but your perspective about your understanding of the book that changes. The same way this Zen program, this 14 days Zen program has changed and transformative for me. Every day it's a learning process. And Chandra sir says this, and this is very much true as far as I am concerned. When I started my journey, first 40 days, I did not have any experiences. But Chandra sir, one word which I heard from Chandra sir is stick to the process, believe in the process, understand the process, and believe in the process. And keep what you're supposed to do, keep doing what you're supposed to do. Come to meditation. Every day, practice meditation. The meditation is the biggest gift that you can give to yourself. Rather than looking outside for answers, you go inside and transform yourself. And the answers and solutions will automatically come. Once you empower yourself, once you find the courage, once you get the clarity in your life, which are all the things possible with meditation. And experiences and energy is something that Chandra sir taught recently in the Zen class. He said, like, don't cling to experiences. All experiences are equal, and all individual purposes may be different, but identifying your purpose is more important. Right? So everybody, like somebody is here to teach to a larger group of meditations masters to enlighten the entire world. And I'm probably here to teach you, tens of people. But the purpose of life is enjoying, learning, enjoying. Learning without enjoyment is boring. Again, if you learned, like if you read 50 books, and if you're not enjoying the process of your transformation, it's not going to work in the longer run. And enjoyment without learning is also stagnation. Doing the same thing multiple times will not result in a different outcome. You need to learn new things, Swadhyaya is very important. So that's what I did. Like, I stuck to the process, and I was able to learn. I was able to enjoy the process and enjoy every day of my life. One quote which I want to repeat during, which is fit, and Patriji has this famous saying, and I listened to this video many times, and it's posted in my playlist. It says like every day, tapaha swajaya ishvara pranidhanena kriya yoga. Give minimum to your body, which is tapa, austerity. And swajaya, read books, enlighten yourself. And it's always you who is responsible for your enlightenment. Look within yourself. And in this process, you are destined to get there. And you will enter into that state of Ishvara Pranidhanena. You enter into that state to see, like, everything, the life energy is everywhere, and the energy present in everybody is the same, and that life energy makes you the divine, and everyone around you the divine as well. So, dear friends, today, coming alive, is also for me, from how I transform, from using certain tools of meditation and mindfulness to overcome my inner enemy as well. So once you understand, first thing is to understand everything is within you. And you are this spiritual being taking this physical form to transform yourself or to have that experience. You're coming here to have these experiences so that you want to have the fullest experience, so that you dissolve the karma and then you go into your next state in your evolution process. Once you identify that you are here for that experience, for the fullest experience, then that is your first step. What is stopping you from enjoying the fullest extent of your life? What are your limiting beliefs? What is stopping you? Identify, I can say, like, my limiting beliefs has been like, money, too much, money brings problems. When it's because when I was growing up, I was modest in my upbringing, and I was so joyous. And as I, became more self-sufficient, I got diverted from my process. What is my purpose of life? Then you get distracted, which is fine. You just need to accept and surrender. But again, like those core beliefs, what is necessary? There are all these layers and layers that has been piled upon you based upon how you grew up, based upon your family situation, based upon your surroundings. Don't go into the mode of resentment or guilt. Come out of it. There is this inner voice within each of us. There are two voices. One voice tells you like, you can't do it. It's not possible. Be practical. These are the things, like this self-doubting voice within all of us. How many of us, woke up this morning and say like, we can do, we can run 5 miles or 10 miles without stopping. And have that, thing in life which probably you couldn't do for during the week for 5 days and say that I can do it now, since I have some time for myself, read this book, which I've been putting away for 5 days or a week. So how many of you can say that there is this inner voice within all of us that will limit you, that can say like, this is not possible, you're not enough, don't bother about it, anything. It's not just self-doubt. It's a whole internal system that's designed to keep us safe. But ultimately what's happening is this system, which is designed to keep us safe, is overcoming us and making us feel small. You need to recognize that what is your inner enemy. Once you recognize your limiting beliefs, your inner enemy, that voice, what has been stopping you, you will transform. That's the first step in identifying yourself. What are those beliefs? To transform yourself. And you name it. Name that enemy, write it, and say that these are the things that are, stopping me in enjoying or getting the fullest extent of my life. And every time you say like you only live one life, this is the most important thing, other side of the voice, that says like you only have one life, you need to give it to the fullest extent. You need to go all in, right? If you're building a structure and you say like, there is 10 crore rupees or $10 million that require it, and you only have 1 million, and you say like, I only have 1 million, be practical, stop, you cannot build it, you'll never get there. But you say like, there are unlimited possibilities. Yes, tomorrow there might be somebody who is coming up to help me out. There is abundance of money that's available in this universe, which can help me get there. And I can build that structure with the help of friends and family and everybody else who is aligning to the same cause. You will be able to create it. That's what happened to the mega pyramid. Patriji didn't have any money. You hear this from Chandra sir many times. They were able to create this amazing structures. It is possible for you too. Listen to your other voice. Listen to your inner voice. Tap onto that life forces, that energy, and what is present in everybody. So I've always felt a pull towards spiritual inquiry in my upbringing as well. But I would often wait for others to give me solutions, permissions. Like, can I do this? What happens if this goes wrong? And what meditation and mindfulness does is it transforms you. It helps you aid that you are this unlimited energy. And everything that is present is within you. So once you realize that, right? Once you know that you have this unlimited possibilities, you can come alive. Means you can enjoy, you can entertain yourself. Have the dialogue with your inner self. Your inner self, your higher self is always talking to you, always guiding you. You need to look towards yourself, that inner and higher self, to guide you, to take you to the next step. Get that empowerment. Do not look for outside answers. If a person helps you, probably you'll be going to that person again and again, look for external ways or external methods of getting your solutions, which probably may help once, twice, but not every time. You are stuck in an island. You're relying on yourself to get you out of the situation. Always look for that inner energy. What happens is once you rely on yourself, you get the courage and you get that answer, you get the transformation from, you have a problem came your way. What happens? Now you go looked at a solution and you are relying on yourself, how to solve the problem, and then you evolve from that problem. It's just learning. It's just learning how to probably use a small tool. Like you can use a screwdriver to tighten a small screw. And then in the process, you don't know if you need to turn left or right. But once you start using it, you will know how to tighten it, which way you need to tighten, turn to tighten. And once you learn it, your confidence of using that screwdriver grows. It's the same thing. Once you start cooking a dish, you will know how much salt you need to add, how much pepper you need to add, how much onion you need to add. Every dish, every ingredient you need to add to that dish, you will get you will get more and more expertise in that preparation. You become that special person to make the dish, and that dish will probably be your special course. When you have guests coming to your house, you serve it. It's the same thing. You rely on your expertise to move ahead in your life. And once a problem comes, you have your self, reliance, and you solve the problem, tap into that energy, and then you evolve. And in this process, it's like a spiral. And next problem comes, you tap your energy, look into yourself, and get a solution, and next problem comes. It's a spiral, and that's how your evolution happens. If you believe in yourself or not, that's going to happen. If not in this lifetime, in the next lifetime, and every lifetime to come. That's your evolution of your soul. So once you understand this difference, like you rely on yourself with the tools that are available to you, meditation and mindfulness. And I've read this book, Coming Alive, and that's where I thought like I would share some of these, but it turned out to be my own journey of what I want to share. So we rely on mindfulness and meditation to overcome our inner enemy. And we have this potential. We realize that we have this potential, this unlimited potential to grow ourselves, to go from a limited, possibilities to unlimited possibilities. And we can achieve these dreams. And if you run into a situation during this process which you're held back you're not able to progress and achieve yourself, achieve that dream that you have, you can rely on certain tools. So everyone in our evolution process, you need to understand that there are few things that are coming up as resistances. And during this process, to overcome resistances, like you need to unlock your creativity. And if I would like to suggest this book for you, The Coming Alive, book from Barry Michaels and Phil Starts. There is also a documentary in Netflix. If you guys want to listen, that's a very good documentary. Starts, S-T-U-T-Z. It gives you 4 tools. Again, we rely on meditation and mindfulness to transform our journey. But if you want to add, just like an example of a screwdriver I gave you, an additional tool rather than tightening the bolt with your hand, it's just a tool to advance you from your one state to the other. The one tool which helped me and I personally use in this process is whenever I feel low in my life, like whenever I feel that there is suffering or some despair, and I look at this technique of black sun. It is similar to our heart elevation process, which we practice daily. The first entering into our first few minutes of our mindfulness meditation, we practice this heart elevation process where we feel our heart energies and we connect our heart. We tap into our heart and heart energies by feeling our heart, place our hands on our heart, and we feel that energy within ourselves. And we radiate that energy to everything and everyone possible. And within this process, we elevate our emotions. We elevate our positive emotions. Love. For me, it's love. I radiate love during this process. For you, it could be a joy. It could be a moment in your life where you were able to tap into your life force, that life energy. Similarly, the author of this book talks about black sun. So what the author means by that is, like, if you have a negative emotion in you, like if you're going through a pain, if you're going through a situation in your life, which is the darkest moment of your life, imagine that you are trying to capture the darkest moment, that sorrow, in terms of a black sun. Once you close your eyes and then imagine that there is a black sun inside you, and then that sorrow, that low moment, or that situation has been captured in that black sun. And slowly, slowly, imagine that the black sun is transforming into this big light. So that's what you do. Like, that's one technique, and it's similar to our heart elevation process. So we imagine descending into darkness and coming out of it. Every time we come out of it, we transform ourselves, we radiate that energy. So this process transforms suffering into your power, personal power, and regeneration. So one thing you need to understand is there will be suffering. There will be stones that are thrown at you, but how you take it, those are, if you take it as as a arrow, like Buddha says, like if an arrow is thrown at you, you cannot stop the arrows being thrown at you. But if you take that arrow as an acupuncture needle, that will transform yourself inside out. It's not about like the other person shouting at you. It's about how you are taking that and transforming yourself. If it doesn't bother you like the other person is shouting, then it's not a problem at all. What you were thinking all the time is a problem is no more a problem. It's not, it's about like allowing that pain to generate meaning and creativity. That's what this technique is about. But again, it's similar to what we practice, heart elevation. There are other techniques too in this book, but for me personally, heart elevation and meditation had been the two instruments where I was able to go deeper and deeper. And I was able to transfer myself. And everybody's journey is different, dear friends. I'm only an example here to inspire you and tell about like what I've been using, learning. For you, coming alive may be different, but the ultimate objective is to live with that energy, with that life force, with that energy, and feel that energy, everything that is existing, and tap into that, engage with it. Engage with that connection, have that connection with your higher self, and do not doubt about it. Once, trust the process, go into your inner transformation, get connected with your higher self, engage with it, talk to yourself, and uplift yourself. Uddaret Atmanatmanam. You can transform yourself, and you are supposed to transform yourself. And there are obstacles by not running away from the problems, but confronting these problems, these inner, enemies, or, the biggest war that's fought is within yourself always, right? We hear it very often. Don't hold yourself back and think all these problems are here. There is no problem in this world that has been thrown at you where there is no energy within you, no solution within you that can overcome it. If there is a problem that is coming your way, then they are destined to solve it. You have the energy to solve it. That's the outcome that you are destined to get out of that. That's why we choose ourselves. We chose this soul path with you in our journey. We have this agreement to have this problem, overcome it, and then go evolve ourselves. That's why we came here. So once you understand it, there is no more, going down in your life. It's only a spiral that's taking you in your own journey, in your own self-evolution process. So dear friends, I hope, this session is helpful for you, and it would help you to see the fullest potential in you in coming alive, in actively challenging your inner resistances, and then evolving yourselves to enjoy your life. Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity.
Yes, dear friends, that is such a wonderful session by Kiranji. So anyone wants to ask your doubts or any clarification, you can ask Kiranji. If you want to ask, you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Yes, thank you,
Friends,
Moina.
you can raise your hands so that we will unmute you.
Thank you, Induji. Yes, Induji, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, hi Kiran sir and Vidya ma'am. Thank you for wonderful session. I have a query on hot elevation process. I'm joining from multiple days in meditation. Every Saturday I'll be joining. It's a mandatory session like that. I'll be joining every Saturday. But I'm not able to understand that hot elevation process. How can I sync with the meditation, that hot elevation? Every time I'll be joining, I'm skipping that hot elevation process. I'm directly jumping into the meditation process. But can you elaborate on the process? How can I sync with the hot elevation process with the meditation?
Okay. Vijay ma'am, you need to help me here. I'll
Sure,
start
yes.
off with saying that, in the heart elevation process, all we are trying to understand is we listen to your heart, right? We rest our attention on our heart. Like if you put your hands on your chest area, you listen to your heart, you take long, relaxing breath. Do it right now. Put your hands on your heart, take long, relaxing breath. Feel your heart. That's all you're doing. And you
But
take
one
that
of the
moment, you take
yeah.
that moment from, you come like, all doing all your work outside, right? Once you switch on to this mode of like, oh, let's meditate, let's calm ourselves up, going into that process, going into that meditative state may not be like instantaneous for many of us. But in this transformation, if you take a moment and elevate your energy, feel your heart, and then feel that emotion. The key here is like not the words that you say out of your mouth or to someone. Like the key here is to get connected to that emotion of love, of this positive emotion, radiate that positive emotion, feel that love. For me, it's love. For you, it might be, compassion, joy, anything. It is the kindness or the act that you have done, like to others. Morning, you fed your kids, right? And then that's the joy in you. It's probably like you you took 30 minutes to make the dish, but in that, in that 1 second or 2 seconds when you are feeding your kids, you'll feel that immense joy within you. That emotion, if you tap into that emotion, you will go, from your physical activities to this meditation. You bridge that gap with this positive emotion. You take that positive emotion and you elevate that energy of that joy, and then you radiate that and feel the great love, joy that you are having inside you. And then once you try to radiate that energy to everything and everyone around you, you feel that everybody is having the same energy. You feel that oneness with everything and everybody. You feel like all that exists is me, and all that energy is all pervasive is within everybody. Once you feel that oneness, it's very easy to go into the meditative state, right? That's what we are trying to do. Like, once you go into meditative state, again, you're having this love, that energy, that joy, that feeling. And once you have it, then you are in that meditative state for longer duration, right? So, you're coming up from your physical activities, going into this meditative state, and this heart elevation is helping you. It's a tool that's helping you. And if you are if you are feeling stressful too, like in your day-to-day life, you don't need to say like, hey, I'll wait for evening meditation, right? You take a moment and listen to your heart and feel that love, feel that energy, feel that blissful state. It could be like, for me, one blissful state which I go to is when I was having this dialogue with my guru or master who was trying to, guide me in my soul journey and spiritual process. That few moments of his laugh, of his smile, will give me immense joy and try to forget of my physical world. I listen to my heart, and then I sit for meditation for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or however long you have. right? And then that state will transform you. Going into this repetitive process and feeling that energy within you, feeling that you are the one responsible for your upbringing, right? Like for your going up to the next level in your process, right? In your soul evolution, right? It's not others. Be within you, that force, that life energy, that everything is within you and within everybody else too. So once you feel that you are that great person, that divine, right? And you say like no problem becomes a problem for you. And every problem will be an evolution process, like you go into the next state. So Vidya madam, please correct me or help me here.
No, sir, beautifully you explained the
That
process
helps.
of heart elevation. And yeah, really with that emotions, it has come from you. So there is nothing. But one more thing, madam, when you are in the heart elevation process, your brain comes in coherence with your heart. So it is just like a warming up exercise for your deeper
Okay.
meditation. That's all.
Then one more thing, while meditating, suddenly I have a habit of reading slokas. I mean, related to religious slokas. But even while meditating, I will be getting thoughts also. But in my mind, like slokas also go, will be going in my. Is that process correct, or is something wrong going that way? Is it correct? Because as soon as I enter into meditation every morning, if I'm sitting for half an hour, some 10 times I'll start with slokas only. I'm not reading myself like it really in my mind. That way, is that process correct or something am I doing wrong? Just wanted to know.
Yes, Kiranji.
Madam, slokas are good. I also read slokas, but not during meditation. Meditation is a process where you go into that relaxation state. You can do anything and everything that makes you happy, but not during meditative process. Like this process is where you go into blankness. You go into a state where you feel that you are this energy, that you radiate this energy to everything and everyone around you, and there is nothing that's present but energy. Once you are in that state, you get clarity, you get answers to all your questions. It's not during meditation, but after meditation. You don't need to look or measure your meditation process itself. You're not doing anything. Not everyone is so, we are also, we need to really, appreciate ourselves that we are in this world, living in this time that, we are so blessed to be here, that we are having this time for going into tap in our inner energy, going into that state for few minutes where we can see, where we can transform ourselves. But all we are saying is we are in that state where we see nothing, no things, no person, no places, but all that exists. We are in that blankness, mindfulness state, or blankness state. I wouldn't use the mindfulness word, but that blankness state where the pure energy, right? That is the process that you want to be in, where like after meditation is done, if you're paying full attention to a sloka, then pay full attention to the sloka. If you're eating a fruit, you enjoy every bit of the fruit, every juice, if you're eating a mango, then you don't want to say like, I want to read a book, but not to take a look at the mango and I just want to consume it as a food. But no, eat the mango to the fullest extent, enjoy the fullest, every bit of the fruit, then see like, your life transforming. So if you're reading a sloka, pay fullest attention to the sloka and enjoy and read and listen to the sloka and listen to the verses, but not during meditation. Meditation is meant to be for going into that blankness, mindfulness state. And that's the pure joy you get. Like, if you don't want to mix like every kind, when you're eating food, like you don't mix your everything, like you can feel joy in that too. But what I'm saying, we segregate like, dal rice, sambar rice, and then we eat curry, and then we go to a dessert. We can mix all of that and eat it too, but we differentiate between all of these, right? But because we feel joy in those smaller tastes and smaller things that we do. So differentiate between your uh, meditation process, go into that blankness, mindfulness state, blankness state, and then enjoy and observe your breath during the process. No slokas, no chanting, nothing. And then once the process is done, then enjoy your day-to-day life with your day-to-day activities.
Thank you so much, Kiran sir. That helps. Thank you, Vidya ma'am.
Yeah, there is one more thing, madam. So meditation is silencing your mind, emptying your mind. But when you start reciting the slokas, you are activating, your mind is active. So it goes into opposite process. What we want is, we are making the mind to rest, total rest, complete silence. When we start chanting the mantra or any prayer or any slokas, your mind is active. That means you cannot go into the emptiness. So
Yeah,
just
got it.
breathing, even if the slokas are coming, let it come, just like watching your thought, let the slokas come into your mind and just don't give attention to that. After some time, the slokas will slowly disappear from your mind.
Sure. Thank you so much, Vidya ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very well said, Vidya ma'am.
Yeah, I think Deepa is raised her hand, and
Namaste, and it is wonderful listening to you, Kiran sir, and wonderful listening to Vidya ma'am too. I got a beautiful perspective, and recently I've been listening to something on the similar lines that you mentioned about coming alive, and that acceptance of the current situation is amazing. It's you kind of reiterated and seems to be like a message to me. I have a question. Though I have been meditating for a while, and though I understand the calming the mind state, in spite of knowing the rules of meditation and the way to be doing it, there are days when grief is struck, and something that is not acceptable, which is uh, unacceptable situations, where when I'm sitting in meditation, I can, though I'm not planning or I'm imagining, but there are a lot of negative visuals, negative thoughts that are fighting, and I take my effort off not to see those negatives and go back to observing the breath, but the fighting only leads to increased number of negative visuals, and so it takes a very, very long time to actually calm. Or some days it doesn't even feel like you want to meditate. The mind supersedes the positivity. How do you handle that? How do you handle that?
Madam, I have the same question too. So, what I can say, I had the same question and somebody asked Chandra sir, so I'll try to reiterate his words. It's okay. It is okay. Yes. It is definitely okay. And it's not, one thing you need to understand is that's, for me, when I heard this from Chandra sir, that it is okay, for me personally, how I understood that it is your mind, and it is your mind's job to bring in that thought in front of you. Meditation is a process that's not accepted by your mind to calm yourself. Your mind's job is always invoke a thought, either it a positive or a negative. But all you're doing in your meditation is going into the blankness. You're getting a thought. That's the process. That's the job of somebody else. That's the job of your mind. That's okay. Let it do its job. And Yes, it's okay. You're getting that thought and you're getting a thought of negative thing and you're putting that label of negative or positive. Yes, it's the same thing that's happening to me as well. But what I do is I go back to my breath, and I know it's easier than said, but once I go back to my breath and then observe my breath and then sit in that position, and then I go to this thought again. But again, as soon as I recognize it's about a place, thing, or a person, then I bring my attention back to my breath. And during this process, I keep doing this, and then after this is done, if I've had to evaluate or analyze on my meditation after this is done, then I recognize that these are thoughts coming. But during that happened in the past, right? That happened in the past when you are in that state, right? In that meditative state. You don't know what happens in that meditative state. There is unlimited possibilities, unlimited experiences during that process, during that state. You don't need to analyze it. In the past, whatever happened in the past is only something if somebody hurted you, it's that feeling that you are carrying forward, into the future, into the present moment. And then you don't know if that person really hurted you or not. But that's just your mind saying you that person, hurt you. And in that, your mind is playing an active role in reminding you in the present moment. And as long as you live in the present moment and not worry about the past, you come back to the present moment, come back to the present moment, come back to the present moment, and do that repetitively. And when you do this repetitive process, you are evolving yourself. You are evolving yourself. You trust yourself. The main thing is trusting yourself and trusting the process, right? You keep accepting that I trust the process. I trust myself. You keep doing that every time. It's that feeling that you invoke within yourself and say, I trust myself. I am greater person than what others do or what others say or what other situation is. When I keep coming back to myself, when I keep respecting, when I keep, telling I am not that, what my mind says, I am not that, what other person says, what I am not that situation, what I was in. I am this divine. Once you keep reminding this, you evolve in your journey. And that process is beautiful. That evolution is beautiful. You need to enjoy that evolution process. Once you started enjoying your evolution process, then you feel okay, let me get another challenge today so that I can evolve better. Rather than saying why did I get that challenge, right? So that helped me, listening to Chandra sir always, every time I listen to him, he throws me a different perspective of how I need to evolve my life, right? It is your life, it is your journey, and you came here to experience. Vidya ma'am.
Thank you. It's wonderful to hear.
Yes, sir, you have covered everything.
Thank you, ma'am. And, Deepa ma'am, I know you do a lot of things. We hear from you as well. You are this beautiful being. So I would only say, what you do, you're in the right path. You're in the right, Vidya ma'am, Chandra sir, and everybody else. You are in, surrounded with these beautiful, souls, and you're doing the best in your life. And, you are there. Do not doubt yourself, Lanida. Yes. Thank you very much for coming.
Yeah. One more thing there, Deepa madam. See, normally these memories are stored in our subconscious mind. When we are calming our mind, these memories actually surfaces inside us. So better you watch it as what we tell it in our guidance, no, as a sakshi power in a witness form. So they may come for 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days. If you are not paying attention, then they will be deleted from the system itself. So our meditation is one form of decluttering our mind. And as you see in the due course, you will be storing only what the thoughts you want be in your mind. That's all it is.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's a blessing each time I hear from you and, from Kiran sir, from the masters from here, each time it strikes like a message that it's meant for that moment, for that, for the thought process, for that problem, for the situation. This is I am blessed to be part of a state where I'm able to bond and hear and enjoy this meditation sessions with all of you. Thank you. I'm blessed. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Many times it becomes a temporary understanding. Again, the same situation comes. Again, we have to clear. It is like a waves in the ocean. No? You clear it, again it comes. Clear it, again it comes. Fight to till the time you make a way into the ocean.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, Maheshji.
So thank you, Kiran sir, for the wonderful session. I wanted to add a little bit to what Deepa's ma'am's question. So I came across the similar scenarios and where I came across some analogy like, basically imagine a muddy container was kept under a water for cleaning purposes. So initially what we see is like a mud coming out of it. So same way, our mind and body is trained for so many years with whatever the things, and now we started sending the light of meditation inside. And initially, the body mind are going to resist in the form of like so many distractions. So the important point here is like we shouldn't give up, and we should keep continuing. Same like the way the container might be throwing back some muddy water back, even though we are pouring the fresh water inside. At some point of time, it will be cleansed. So just wanted to share that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. That's a very good perspective. And yes, Maheshi, it's all about like sticking to the process and having full confidence within you and in the process. So as much as you get aligned and you believe yourself and the process, the life is about to change. Our evolution journey is about to change. And wonderful. Thank you for bringing your perspective ahead.
Thank you.
Yes, Moina ji, you want to unmute yourself?
Yes. Hello, everyone. I am sitting in Karachi right now, and I love this connection because, every time I come to Buddha CEO, I just feel this love for, my neighboring country where we are, separated, but we are so bonded also. So my question was related to inner transformation. So all my life, I have been spiritual as a child also. I've always felt that connection with, in some way, with God, with kindness, with love, with all these energies. I could feel that. And also my parents also said, give and the best will come back to you. So, those kind of nurturing things were there. But at the age of 52, I came to meditation. And there was this huge transformation of being truthful, being honest to myself, saying my fears out to myself, accepting myself, saying, okay, I am like this. I mean, first, I would always say, I'm really sorry, but I am sometimes feeling selfish. But then I realized, no, I need to be selfish. At times, I need to grow, I have to do this. So I think gradually, uh, the, the balance between loving others and loving myself, I think that was the first thing I learned with meditation. And the moment I started giving myself my own kindness, and when I became my own best friend, the external transformation was, there was a chaos in my life because lots of people were used to my energy, and I still love them and I still give them my energy, but they can't, they still also love me, but sometimes they say, you just do what you have to do, right? You don't listen. because sometimes they are saying things I don't agree, and in my newer transformation I don't please them always. I can't do things if I don't believe in it, but I listen, because listening is something I think is kindness. If somebody is giving you advice, at least you listen. You don't have to follow, but I feel I have to listen. So more and more as I started separating from people. Some people walked away, some people I walked away from, in kindness, in love. There is no fight, there is no conflict, but there is that thing that I started isolating. And then after 2 years today, now what's happened is that my daughter is getting married. So all of a sudden, it's a time of everyone coming together. And I felt that overwhelming things that, okay, they will come to meet the Moina that they knew for 52 years. But in the last 2 years, I am not that Moina anymore. So I had to go find myself. And when you were saying today's session is about coming alive, I was thinking, I sometimes I feel if I go back to that person just for the sake of everyone who knew me for 52 years, how do I find that person again so that they don't feel that, that difference, but it's just so difficult to go back. So when you transformed, did you see that external transition? Did you notice from the inner how it changes everything around you?
Yes, madam. Yes, it's a beautiful journey how the transformation within you will actually make peace within yourself. Like
Yeah.
the journey itself is so valuable. The destination probably, once you're getting that gold medal after that race, that few seconds, like, when you have that medal, probably maybe the result of, like, several years of your persistence, of your, training, of your experimentation. And the journey itself is so important. And, when we take time for ourselves in this meditation, we actually align ourselves and we start loving ourselves. I completely resonate with you when I started blaming myself for everything that came up, in my life prior to meditation. I started blaming others and myself. I started hating myself. And once I started meditating, the whole perspective changed and I was able to find the joy. And once you find the joy, I completely agree and resonate with you where that inner transformation, inner peace is more important than the certification by any other individual or authority saying that, yes, you changed, or yes, you are not that person, yes, you are this person. Those are not material. The only thing that's important for you during that time and right now is as well to understand that the peace is within you and you are true to yourself. And that joy is invaluable and, you cannot explain it. And you can only live that happily. And once you start feeling that joy, you don't want to let it go too.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you very much, Moinaji.
So much for this session. And I really, really appreciate that Buddha CEO has this app. And every time I want to be with people who can understand these things and who can understand these journeys, because sometimes there are people around me who have not even stepped or thought of a journey like that. So as time goes by, I feel so much closer to this whole group of people. And it's a small group, but it means a lot. So thank you so much for this time, for taking out time and doing this today. Thank you.
It's a wonderful session from Kiranji. So we listened a lot and we learned a lot on experiential basis also. We have listened through his experience of coming alive, how he has come out of his own shell and now he has been a transformed person. Just in a nutshell, I want to tell only two things. That is, one, everything is inside you or everything is within you. Second is you are a spiritual being, comes here for a human experience, and believe in yourself and actually tap on to recognize your potential. Use meditation and the mindfulness as a tool or the two wings of yourself so that you can fly high in transformation, after the transformation, and also getting involved in the process. Thank you so much for Kiranji taking the time and sharing your wisdom. And equally, I'm very grateful to all the participants who have taken the time and be a part of this masterclass. Thank you so much. Yeah, have a nice
Thank you,
day
Vijay
and
ma'am.
nice weekend. Yeah.
Thank you very much for hosting, and thank you, Ladni and Sai ma'am. As always, you've been in the background supporting us in being here, and thank you for all participants. I took for me, I took few things away from this as well, listening and asking, very, very great, participation from the team and group here. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you, Ladini and Sayu, for being with us. See you all next week in the Saturday class. Thank you so much. Thank you all.